Now, I know many of you are familiar with what petitions are and how ridiculous they are. They blow up on my news feed every time when I look into my emails. Like, for instance, sign a petition to classify the men's right movement as a terrorist organization. Sign this petition so that we can make Kendall Jones look like a fucking stupid, crazy, conservative bitch. Sign this petition to help this family from, like, a fire and stuff. Sign this petition to, like, help the Democratic Party do this stuff and make the Republican Party look like total dickheads. Sign this petition, this, sign this petition, that. Every fucking time I see all these stupid petitions, and it just makes me, like, get a fucking headache. But this one petition that I saw, and I think many of you in the metalhead community are very familiar on what I'm going to talk about. Now, this petition has been called, and I'm on the change.org website, and it's called Shut Down the Swedish Retro Metal Band Ghost. I'm not bullshitting here. Some guy is by the name of Sven Armdacht is trying to shut down, make the band Ghost split. Now, quite frankly, I think Ghost is a pretty fucking awesome band. They're trying to keep the old school metal sound alive, like the old school Black Sabbath sound. And a bunch of other bands are doing this, like Orchid, Blood Ceremony, Blues Pills, Scorpion Child, Cadaver, Uncle Acid and the Deadbeat Beats, and the Vintage Caravan. I mean, all these bands are bringing old school metal and rock back alive, like the 70s, the early 70s and late 60s sound of rock and metal. And I really do appreciate those bands because that's what the real sound was like. That was what, like, how metal started, how metal and rock got its starts. And to see this guy who's trying to shut down one of those bands makes me really fucking cringe, and it just makes me just weep for humanity. So let's get started in reading this. It says here, we petition against Ghost of the heavy metal genre and continues to make albums and tour. Many people getting into metal think that they are the real deal and that we should forget real bands like Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, etc. They wish to destroy real metal with their carnival music nonsense. Seriously, is a song like If You Have Ghosts actually something that a real metalhead would listen to? They are not metal. People also make the erroneous claim that they are so directly inspired by King Diamond, Merciful Fate, which is just wrong. They are in fact a watered down version of BOC. We, the people, oppose Ghost continuing as a band, and they should split up as soon as possible. Okay, that is honestly probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard. No, Ghost is not, like, gonna make people forget about Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, and Iron Maiden, etc. No. Every metalhead knows who Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, and Iron Maiden, and King Diamond / Merciful Fate are. Those bands are immortalized. They are forever remembered in the metalhead community. I mean, hell, the Star Spangled Banner, Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony. Those are songs that are immortalized in American culture. I mean, those were songs that were sung by the American Revolution. They are immortalized. They've been around for like a couple centuries, and still we're singing those songs. And I mean, these songs that Black Sabbath and Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, those songs are going to be immortalized. But you have to understand this. You know, the bands that I listed, Ghost, Orchid, Blood Ceremony, Blues, Pills, Scorpion Child, Cadaver, Uncle Acid, and the Deadbeats, the Vengeance Caravan. Those bands are bringing back the original, those bands are bringing back of like what metal used to sound like according to all these subgenres. And I think it's a blessing. And I think it's a real blessing that the younger generations of the metalhead community will listen to these bands and say, hey, this is what, like, you know, old school metal sound like. And, you know, I appreciate those bands that are doing this. So this petition is absolutely fucking stupid and ridiculous. And of course, I've also looked up on the Metal Sucks website that there is a petition that's going against this petition right here. So that's a lot of hope. So these are people that are, you know, keeping bands like Ghost, who are keeping the old school metal sound alive, and I really appreciate that. I mean, Black Sabbath, I mean, they're still immortalized, but the members are getting old and stuff. And who's going to carry the torch on like the original doom metal sound? I mean, bands like Ghost are gonna continue that legacy. Bands like Orchid, Blood Ceremony, Cadaver, Scorpion Child, The Vincent, Caravan, Uncle Acid, and Deadbeats. Those are the next wave of old school retro metal bands. So, good God, people, this is just absolutely stupid. So without further ado, I'm Atticus the Death Metaler. Hope you like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Links are in the description below. Keep it metal. Have a wonderful day.